The wedding of Darcy Rivera and Tom Fowler brings together relatives and close acquaintances in a tropical resort located on an island in the Philippines. During one of the evening dinners, Darcy's mother, Renata, expresses her opinion that the wedding is ostentatious. At the same time, Tom is arranging a surprise for Darcy aboard a motorboat. Unfortunately, he startles a security guard, which causes him to plunge into the water. Carol, Tom's mother, arrives at the island resort accompanied by her second spouse, Larry. At the same time, Robert, Darcy's father, shows up with his new and younger girlfriend, Harriet, which infuriates Renata, who still harbors resentment toward Robert after their separation. While Darcy and Tom attempt to spend some quality time together, Tom gets interrupted by his best friend, Ricky, leaving Darcy in the company of her younger sister, Jamie. Adding to the complexity of the situation is the unexpected arrival of Darcy's charming ex-boyfriend, Sean, who was invited by Robert. He affectionately addresses Darcy as Dee Dee, and his presence visibly unnerves Tom, who is struggling with feelings of jealousy. Despite this, Tom gives a speech, but it is overshadowed by Sean's more personal remarks about Darcy. Soon after, Tom's sister, Jeannie, gives a speech that delves into her recent marital troubles. Darcy and Tom attempt to unwind and enjoy an intimate moment together, but their privacy is disrupted by Carol, who attempts to offer encouraging words that do not have the desired effect. As a result, the couple ends up sleeping separately. On the day of the wedding, while preparations are underway, a gang of pirates makes their way to the island after discovering the couple's wedding website. As Darcy is being assisted by Renata, Jamie, and Carol with putting on her dress, she senses that something is amiss. She texts Tom to meet her in private and confesses that she never wanted a grand wedding and feels overwhelmed by the large gathering. They argue until they eventually agree to call off the wedding, just as the pirates launch a surprise attack on the resort, taking the staff and guests hostage. Tom witnesses the incident and rushes to warn Darcy. The pirates then force everyone to gather in a pool and demand a ransom of $45 million from Robert, knowing that he is extremely wealthy. Tom takes swift action and informs Darcy about the situation. Together, they notice an armed pirate attempting to break into the room and come up with a strategy to trap him. While trying to subdue the intruder with their individual methods, Tom suggests entangling him in a net, while Darcy recommends using hairspray to spray his eyes. They both get overpowered and are bound together. The pirates then transport the couple to their leader, but on the way, Darcy seizes an opportunity to light the pirates' heads on fire using a cigarette, causing them to jump out of the vehicle. The couple then struggles to control the unmanned cart, but they eventually jump out, and in the process, Darcy's dress is cut and mostly torn off as the cart plunges over a cliff. They are then attacked by one of the pirates, but Darcy manages to disarm him by pulling a grenade from his hand, and Tom inadvertently kills him by pushing him against a rock, leaving him traumatized. Darcy and Tom search for a way to release themselves from the ropes, but Tom warns Darcy about the grenade she's holding, informing her that it has no pin and could detonate if dropped. They make an effort to locate a spot with a strong cellular signal to call for help, but they are pursued by additional pirates, resulting in Darcy dropping the phone. Eventually, they reach a zipline tower and glide down, during which Darcy accidentally drops the grenade on two pirates, attracting the attention of others when it explodes. Upon landing, they are alarmed to discover that their loved ones have been taken captive and must figure out a way to obtain assistance. Darcy and Tom head to the kitchen in search of a tool to free themselves from their ropes. While cutting their bindings with a deli slicer, Tom accidentally injures his hand, causing Darcy to faint. A female pirate enters the room, but Tom manages to defeat her by throwing her through a glass window. Once Darcy regains consciousness, she changes into more practical clothing and footwear, determined to help Tom rescue their loved ones. She shortens her dress and dons a pair of boots in preparation for the dangerous mission ahead. Darcy and Tom arrive at the main office of the resort, only to discover that the internet is not available. The proprietors, Margie and Ace, take the couple to their bunker, where they tend to Tom's injury. During this time, Margie accidentally reveals that the resort was attacked by pirates the previous summer, which Tom had already known. Darcy becomes angry with Tom for his self-destructive tendencies and insecurities, which led him to plan the extravagant wedding. Tom retaliates by pointing out that Darcy's confident facade is a front, and she is also afraid. Recognizing that he is responsible for bringing the hostages to the resort, Tom decides to take charge. When a pirate approaches, Ace and Margie guide the couple through a tunnel, but Tom chooses to surrender himself and allow Darcy to remain hidden. After being taken to where the other hostages are being held, Tom reveals a phrase in Balinese to the pirate leader and holds Sean hostage at knife point. Tom has deduced that Sean is the mastermind who hired the pirates because he had spoken the Balinese phrase earlier, and Tom recognized that the pirates were from Bali. Tom also presents a wedding invitation that one of the pirates had, which proves that Sean had intended to collect ransom from Robert since he had been denied investment funds. However, Sean quickly drops the facade, joins forces with the pirates, and aims a gun at Tom. After realizing the fallout from her argument with Tom, Darcy feels remorseful while staying with Ace and Margie. They encourage her to take charge and rescue everyone. Sean seizes the opportunity to capture Darcy, using Harriet as leverage and taking her with him in his helicopter along with the lead pirate. Armed with a gun, Darcy arrives on the scene and attempts to reconcile with Tom before confronting the pirates. The pirates take Darcy and the other hostages captive, and one of them harbors a personal vendetta against Darcy, as she had burned his face previously. It is later revealed that Harriet was complicit in the scheme all along, as Larry had secretly recorded footage of her and Sean engaging in an affair. While in the helicopter, Harriet uses a pressure point to paralyze and kill the lead pirate before throwing him out of the helicopter. Darcy and Tom come up with a plan to stage an impromptu wedding ceremony in the resort pool, which the pirates surprisingly allow. The group joins in singing "I'll Be" as Carol seizes the moment to grab a rifle, and the couple takes advantage of the chaos to launch a counterattack. Using another grenade, they successfully eliminate the pirates, causing fireworks to erupt and catch the attention of Sean and Harriet. Meanwhile, Ace and Margie assist the guests in evacuating to safety while Darcy and Tom confront the villains. The couple finally reaches the docks and manages to subdue a young pirate while trying to escape on the motorboat that Tom had planned to surprise Darcy with. However, Sean catches up to them and tries to convince Darcy to join his side, but she remains steadfast in her loyalty to Tom. With Sean hanging onto the boat, Harriet fires shots at them from the helicopter. As Darcy accelerates the boat, Tom and Sean become entangled in a parasail that launches them into the air. Tom ingeniously uses a chunk of fake hair to create a makeshift zip line to descend back to the boat. Meanwhile, armed with a cake knife given to her by Carol, Darcy cuts the parasail loose, causing Sean to be sliced by the helicopter's blades. The helicopter crashes into the ocean, taking Harriet down with it. Darcy and Tom safely return to the island and reconcile their differences, deciding to proceed with their wedding. The authorities arrive to apprehend the remaining pirates, and the couple can finally tie the knot. While Jamie and Ricky are getting intimate, they unintentionally trigger the last firework. And this is the ending of this movie. If you're anything like me, you can't get enough of your favorite films. That's why I created this YouTube channel to discuss and analyze movies in a way that I hope is both entertaining and insightful. But to keep bringing you these videos, I need your support. So if you enjoy learning more about your favorite movies or discovering new ones, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you have any suggestions for movies you'd like to see me cover, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.